Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is our regular MLB betting call that we do with Troy West from allplayswin.com. And you may remember Troy West from his awesome call that he gave us for free on the San Antonio Spurs to be an easy winner in the NBA Finals. And Troy tells me he had a tremendous May in baseball and that he's also won 9 out of 10 of the past 10 days in baseball at his site. Today is June 25th. Troy West, is that all true?
It is all true, Pete. Absolutely documented. I encourage people to come take a look, give us a call. You're going to get great customer service, and you're going to get winning picks. We've been doing it for a long time now. We've been consistent on these videos with you guys. Very much encourage people to come take a look at allplayswin.com. 9 out of the last 10 days are winning days.
All right. Congrats on all your success, Troy West. And today, again, is Wednesday, June 25th. And right now, we're going to take a look at the upcoming series that start next Monday of next week. And the first series that I want to talk about, you know, it's very similar to one of the series we talked about in our last segment. It involves Pittsburgh at home as a bet. Pittsburgh's at home against Arizona. And over this upcoming weekend, they're at home against the Mets. The Mets are, you know, a team that has been winning on the road, but they're mediocre in general, and I'm very high on Pitt for all the reasons that we've already stated, and I think we have the exact same situation here with Arizona. Arizona, not a team that scares me to bet against if there's a team that I want to be betting on. Pitt, again, plus 24% ROI in June. Offense is really surging. Do you think we like Pitt here against Arizona?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Pitt in this series, Pete. I like the addition of Jeff Locke being back in that starting rotation. He gets the Tuesday start on July 1st. This Pittsburgh team is starting to play better, 21-18 at home. The Diamondbacks are 18-18 on the road, so they're better on the road than they are at home. But that doesn't necessarily scare me in this series, as we talked about the lineup of Pittsburgh. And this pitching staff really started to come together. This is a pitching staff that, you know, at the start of the year looked very promising. It was very much a team that, you know, made that playoff push last year. I thought they would do the same this year. It started out real slow, but I think this could be a very profitable team come July.
Okay, we're in complete agreement there. Then the second series looks a little interesting to me is Texas at Baltimore, and this is a little bit more of a fade of Texas than a play on Baltimore. Injuries are really finally starting to catch up with Texas. They've been absolutely decimated this year, and it started to reflect in their one-loss column and in their returns. They're minus 25% ROI in June. Not quite as bad on the road, but still unprofitable. And Baltimore, again, a profitable team overall, but their profitability has all been on the road. They have been a losing proposition at home, but I'm thinking their lines might not be too high, and betting against Texas here might have a little bit of value. What do you think? Take Baltimore?
Yeah, you know, actually, my official is going to be on the over in this series, Pete. I think the Texas lineup still does have something to offer. The starting pitching has absolutely nothing to offer. Baltimore's starting pitching has been very inconsistent, and I think Baltimore has really caught something when Chris Davis hit that walk-off. I think that was kind of a spark that their lineup needed. You know, the fact that they actually had the balls to bench Chris Davis, I think, is something to speak of. But I think this Baltimore team, I think that gave them something. Neither team has a dominant pitcher whatsoever, and nobody dominant in the bullpen. So I think overs are going to be a good bet in the series, Pete.
You do know that Baltimore has been an extreme undertrender at home this year for some unexplained reason, at least to me. I'm not exactly sure why. That could be just a matter of variance, but they have been a very strong undertrender at home this year.
No, I agree with you. I try not to look into the conspiracy theories, and I try to look into the particular matchup that we go into rather than looking at the past. But sure. I agree with you. I know it has been an undertrend at home, without a doubt. They've been very bad at home, and I think this is a Baltimore team that will start to play better and have value down the stretch. To me, this is a Baltimore team that probably will be content with the Blue Jays to win that division. But and that's a particular series, Pete, looking at both starting pitching, I'm going to go with the over in that series.
Okay, well, we'll give you over on that one, and I guess I will take Baltimore, although that's just a lukewarm recommendation. I could easily see Texas winning 2 out of 3, but I'll still go with Baltimore. And then the third series I want to bring up, Oakland at Detroit. Oakland is just a very solid and reliable team. They're kind of systematically undervalued. They sort of have single-digit positive returns everywhere you look. They're plus 8% ROI overall, plus 10% ROI in June, and Detroit is suddenly really struggling. Verlander's getting crushed. Their starting pitching is getting hit, and they're not really, they don't quite have the lineup that's good enough to outslug, all that bad starting pitching. They're minus 17% ROI in June, and a lot worse at home, a lot more overvalued at home, and they're almost minus 16% ROI at home on the year overall. So, unless they outslug Oakland, I think Oakland has the edge in this series. That would be my lean. What do you think, Troy?
Yeah, I am going to take a pass on this one, but just a few things to bring up that has blown me away to see what we've gotten out of Justin Verlander and even Max Scherzer. So the inconsistency of those two guys. But I feel like every year Verlander goes into some sort of funk like this, and as we progress into the games that really count into these, later July, early July games and into August, he really elevates his game along with Max Scherzer. So, and right now these guys are definitely auto fade material, but Pete, at any given moment these guys can throw 8 innings of shutout balls. So I'm going to stay away from it. I think it's a pass. But on paper, if you look at it, Oakland's probably the better bet. They're playing better baseball right now. But at any point, Detroit's starting staff is so good they could turn it on and really catch a run. But right now, Detroit 19-19 at home. Right now, they are fade material, but they can catch fire at any moment.
Point well taken, but I'm gonna go with Oakland in this series. If I get burned, I'll get burned, but I think there might be small value, as there has been with Oakland all year long. All right, that's all I wanted to discuss. Troy, from the upcoming early week series from next week, what do you want to discuss with us, Troy?
Yeah, the one series that I'm going to look at, Pete, and I do like going into it, I think the Washington Nationals will take 2 of 3 from Colorado. Colorado just dismal on the road, 15-24. You're going to get Strasburg going in that series. He's been outstanding. I think he's going to start pitching better here down the stretch when the games really start to have meaning. Washington Nationals pitching staff's been very, very consistent. They're getting starts from guys that you and I typically have never heard of. They're still coming alive with their lineup. I think at 41-35, I think the Nationals are going to make a push. In the end, I think they win that division. I think they have value to take 2 of 3 from Colorado in that series.
Yep, Troy, that was a series that I was thinking about bringing up myself on the side of Washington, so I definitely agree with you there, like your thought process on it. Troy West from allplayswin.com, thanks so much for all your very valuable insights, and we'll talk to you next week.